part 1 of the series where I process all the dead animals that are taking up space in my freezer. I can barely close this thing. It's full up to the top. But guess what? New year, I'm starting fresh. You guys are going to motivate me to get all these things done. The first thing I pulled out were these 3 big bags on top that all had tails in them. These come from white-tailed deer, an incredible animal. They use their tail to communicate, kind of like a flag. First thing you need is your bucket. I got this bucket on the side of the highway for free. I pulled over and I picked it up, and it even had a handle. Wild animals are often greasy, game animals especially, so I need to degrease these tails. This is what they look like. I put blue dish soap in a bucket with water. I left them overnight, and I agitated them. I dumped off the dirty water, and now I'm going to fill up my bucket with this alcohol. This cost less than $2 per bottle. It took me, I think, 6 of these bottles to fill it up. I didn't quite get it all the way covering all of the tails, so I added a little bit of water at the end. This stuff is very inexpensive and accessible, and when I'm done, there's nothing wrong with it. So I pour it right back into those bottles to use on the next project. Once those have set for a couple days overnight, I'm going to wring them out. I don't want to leave that alcohol in there. And you can see sort of the coloration changing at the tip of the tail where the incision was made, where it was cut off of the pelt. I sell my pelts to people who use them for large sheet projects that are hair off, like to make drums, things like that. Here's me saving that alcohol to use again on a different project. And they don't use the tail, and it seems like such a waste that I know when I sell them to these guys, they're just going to cut off the tail and discard them. So I've kept them, and here's why I've kept them around, I guess, so I could do this giant project for you. Thank you for watching. I've gotten about 700 followers recently, and I really appreciate you guys. I hope you like to see all the stuff I'm going to show you in the rest of my freezer. This is borax, good old friendly borax. Once again, maybe $2 for this whole box. I'm going to use about 1/3 of the box, and I'm going to fill my bucket all the way with water. I'm going to leave them overnight, probably 2 nights in the borax, and when I lay them out to dry, this is my final product. You can see it's not shedding. The hair is super soft. It's very clean. It's not greasy. There's no odor to it at all as a result of the rubbing alcohol that I've put it in. And you can top this and make it into a keychain. I sell them for about $10 online, and people buy them. Please stay tuned to see what other mysteries are in my freezer. And if you have any questions, drop them below. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Do you have a different method? This is the only one I've ever tried because it works for me. Stay tuned.